service was just natural. Mom and dad both were volunteers growing up. They did a number of they participated in a number of volunteer opportunities through work, through church, and my brother and I were raised up that way.
Service has been a fundamental part of the United States Marine and Veterans Service Representative James Lyons' family's legacy, dating back to the 1940s, with his great-grandfather serving in the United States Army Air Force.
From the time that I was a child, we've always had interest in airplanes, going to air shows when I was a child. My favorite movie growing up was Top Gun. We've always had a passion and love for aviation. My father worked on FB-111s when he was in the United States Air Force in the 70s. My grandfather was in the United States Army Air Force prior to it becoming its own branch, the Air Force, in the 40s.
I was not surprised that he wanted to become a Marine. But as James did, as his mother did, serving the community, serving people we did not know, serving communities of people whose skin color did not match our own on various continents, on 6 different continents, was important, and it is still important even today.
After James enlisted in the United States Marine Corps in 2004, his mother, Marva Lyons, founded the nonprofit Their Angels in Richmond, California, which has served military families throughout the years.
I didn't know all that was going on. I was off serving. I wasn't really aware of it. I knew of it, but it wasn't until I got to come back home, one of her famous Saturday packings that she had with Their Angels, that I could see that she was touching other people, that there were other veterans whose families were being touched, that there were other service members who were being touched while they were away from their families.
After his military service, James helped his mom at the nonprofit, where he met Supervisor John Joya and became a District 1 intern, later serving for 11 years as a District 1 coordinator.
I enjoyed my roughly 10 years, almost 11 years working there, and I got to do it in the community that I grew up in. So we live in Richmond near the border of Richmond and unincorporated El Sobrante. I went to De Anza High School, which is in the El Sobrante Valley, and to be able to give of my time in that regard to people that I knew, friends of mine, is a very special kind of service when you get to serve and give of your time and energy into the space that you grew up in, to be able to leave a positive impact on people that you know and familiar spaces that you visit.
It was pretty interesting to watch the link after he left and came back. The volunteers and Their Angels would say, Miss Marva, I called Supervisor John Joya's office and, do you have a son named James? And it would always make a giggle for them to make that connection that this is a person that many of them knew and had never met. After he got out and started coming to Their Angels, that they were able to put a face with the name that they had written to, that they'd sent care packages to, and now to think, oh my gosh, now he's serving in the community where I live. Stories. Miss Marva, he helped me solve a problem that we were having in the community. Miss Marva, James is still serving. Now he's serving the community. So it would always make me smile, a proud mama.
On May 23, 2022, James began his service with the Contra Costa County Veterans Service Office, where he continues to help veterans and their families.
I also get to serve as the outreach coordinator, so I'll be going out into the community, meeting people, helping educate veterans and their families on benefits that they're eligible for. And I will be able to continue our family's tradition of working for the county, but also giving of our time and service to our community.